afternoon, everybody. After yesterday's video, kind of felt good, honestly. I mean, I know it's just a vent, but sometimes it's just good to get things off your chest. So I'm checking back in with you guys with another topic, and just thought we could sit and chat for a spell. How's that sound? So, like I said, I am working on improving things and trying to get the camera situation figured out, but at least I was able to get it so you can see my whole head today. So without further ado, let's get into the subject. I'm driving down, finishing up my day, and just ready to go home. But anyways, what was bothering me today is something I think a lot of people go through. It's kind of like we talked about the stupidity of people yesterday. I'm kind of doing the same. I'm talking about how people don't really care about you. It's like we've all got family, we've got friends, significant others, things like that. People who say that they're down for you, that no matter what, they got you. Well, in my experience in life, to be quite honest with you, that hasn't been the case. I've got a lot of people that say that they got me, but a lot of the times those people just let me down. And this ain't a pity me thing, by all means. I do for self on purpose, just to keep from dealing with having to involve other people if I don't have to. But sometimes it's kind of a bummer when you grow up and you come to find out in life how many people truly don't have your back or care about you. Not only that, it's kind of a bittersweet, kind of hard pill to swallow when you find out how many friends you don't have. And in my opinion, that can happen to anybody at any time. It don't really matter what your age is. But it seems like to me that happened around, I don't know, about 28 to 30 years old. I started losing a lot of people. I wouldn't hear from them. They never called. Never checked on me. They didn't give a damn what I was going through. There was a point in time in my life where I was going through one of the darkest episodes, I guess you could call it, or season, better yet, of my life. And through that whole season of this darkness, I didn't have not one damn person come through. Not one damn person came to see me. Not one damn person came to check on me. And at the time, I was staying with my folks, and it's embarrassing, I guess, when you're grown up, but what can you do? Life is what it is, and prices are what they are, so a lot of us are unfortunately stuck living at home. So no shame if that's you, man. I completely understand. So no judgment on my end. But even my parents at the time were working against me. They didn't like the things that I believed. They didn't like the way I thought and how I wanted to live my life. So they thought that because I was living in their home, minus me already respecting their rules, not going against anything they want me to do, not causing no trouble, they just wanted to change because they didn't like it. See, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. It's how come people tell you to be yourself, but then the second you start being yourself, then all of a sudden people don't like that. They want to change you. They want to tell you that's wrong, or you shouldn't feel that way, or you shouldn't believe like that, or blah, 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 blah. But you know what? In my personal opinion, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one and they all stink. So what do you do with that? To me, I feel like the best course of action is the way that I've been, and more so becoming as I've gotten older and as this year has progressed. I just don't give a fuck. I just don't. I'm sure that you guys have probably heard this kind of information before. But if somebody don't like you, or don't want to be around you, be your friend or whatever, let them go. Don't fight to be in your life. Because at the end of the day, you're just going to end up with a whole lot of heartache. But anyhow, try not to ramble today, by the way. I don't get why people act so fake. It's like me. I'm very real. It's like, if I care about you, I care about you. If I don't, I don't. And I just ain't gonna get involved with you. I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm not going to care about whether you're living or dead. I mean, I don't. I mean, it's just how it is. It's human nature. We're tribal creatures, and we really only care about the folks in our own tribe. You know what I mean? And that can be across many different dividing lines that humans like to create for themselves, whether that be race, religion, politics, or otherwise. But anyway, with the whole point of that is I don't see why people are so fake. I don't know if anybody can give me an answer. I mean, I ponder the same things every single day just because they drive me insane. So if you think you have a good perspective on that, then by all means, in the comments below of this video, speak your piece. You know, chime in and say something, because I'm always open to different point of views. You know, that's not the issue. But I had this situation today that just really made me angry. And what that situation was is that I just realized today how little people actually care about me personally as a human being. What they actually care about is results. They don't care about you. They care about what you can do for them. And I feel like that's just a constant. It seems like human relationships, any kind of affection, love, or otherwise, is purely based upon what can you do for me? Why should I love you? Why should I care about you if you're not doing anything for me? And in my opinion, it just kind of sounds a little selfish. It's like when I was growing up and I was a little kid, just being there, being a little human that my parents created, pushed out to the world, was enough. They just loved me for me. And then as I got older, then that love started to turn into, why ain't you doing this? Why ain't you doing that? You're disappointing me, son. I don't like this. I don't like that. Changing me. Trying to change me. And for a long time, I was a people pleaser. And if you don't know what a damn people pleaser is, which you should, that is somebody that goes to very extreme lengths to make other people happy when they should have just realized that you can't please everyone. What can you do? So, I got sick this morning. I came up and I was on my way to start my day, and I got sick. I don't know what it was. I feel fine now. Must have just been what I ate. But anyways, I got sick, threw up, vomited all over the back roads out in the country here. And while I was vomiting, it dawned on me how if I were to call my boss and say, hey, I'm puking in the back roads right now, I'm feeling very sick, I think I need to go home. Because I was already at the point of no return with this particular job that I do, I'm fucked. You know, they're not going to care. It didn't matter if I had, you know, whatever they call it now, starts with a C. I don't want to talk about it because fucking YouTube will probably go ham on my ass, but you know what I mean. Or any of that crap. I don't think it would matter, because at the end of the day, my company is in the business of making money, and that is what I am. I am a cog in a machine that helps contribute to them making money. So when you're kind of at that point of no return, it really don't fucking matter. It's like, I don't care if you have half a fucking leg right now, you better get the job done. Same thing with a lot of things. Even husbands and wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, it don't seem to matter. It's like, you as a person will never be valued as much as what you can produce or what you can provide. Because I think in nature is very selfish. I don't think there's a lot of room for empathy in nature. I mean, if you watch the damn Discovery Channel and you see a freaking lion eating something alive while it's still screaming, I don't think there's a lot of room in nature for empathy. Just survival. And it just seems like our stupid monkey brains have not quite evolved past being selfish. Sure, we live in societies, we build homes, we have businesses, communities, and all these things that humans do collectively that do enrich us and make life better in some ways. But at the end of the day, I just think that every human being is capable of a crazy amount of selfishness to either get what they want, or if they feel like for some reason something about them is threatened, then they go into survival mode, and that's what it is. I've seen family, friends, and husbands and wives turn on each other over the most pettiest of things over the years. And the thing that it has shown me is that really, at the end of the day, all you've got is yourself. You've got yourself to depend on and the Holy Spirit, because people are going to let you down. People are going to break your heart. People are going to hurt your feelings. People are going to judge you. It don't matter how good of a person you are, how handsome or pretty you are, or what you have to offer the world. People are automatically going to assume that you're shit on their food. That's been my experience. That's been the experience of a lot of folks that I've come in contact with over the years that are like-minded like myself. People, I think, have main character syndrome these days. I guess maybe it is easy to get caught up in your own life and to forget that there's other people out there. But it's like when it's people in your own circle, you really don't treat them that way. I feel like I can't depend or rely on anyone. If it wasn't for me getting my ass out of bed every morning, then nothing would get fucking done. Just because, like right now, I'm sitting on a waiting list. I'm trying, like I told you guys about yesterday, I am a musician. I did it professionally for quite a few years, but I'm trying to get back into it. I've got an individual, I guess, kind of on standby now, who wants to work on music, wants to lend their voice, wants to write some original material, record, blah, blah, blah. And yet, every time I try to line up something, they fall through. And I think, okay, look, I know I'm going to sound like a jerk, but this person's having their own little pity party right now. And I just don't have much sympathy for that. Because you know what? Today, my world feels like it's falling apart. I feel like crawling into a hole. I want to scream. But guess what? I went to work. I finished my day. I took care of business. And I'm doing this video. Because I feel like I need to commit to something. And there's just no excuse for me to make a bunch of crappy ass, whiny ass, well, excuses. Saying, oh, well, I feel bad today, so I can't do this. I'm sad. I can't do this. You know what? Fuck that crap. If you don't do something for yourself, it ain't gonna get done. Nobody's gonna come save you. The world ain't gonna save your ass. Nobody is but you. Well, maybe God. God will step in when he's needed. But while I was standing out there puking, I know I ramble, I'm sorry. While I was standing out there puking, that's what dawned on me. It's kind of like when people, what is it about when you choose to be stoic and to be strong as a man, and you say, I'm good, I'll deal with my own shit, thank you. Why is it that certain people have to dig, pick at you? It's like they can't stand the fact that I guess you know something they don't, because they want to know. And I deal with a few people like that. And they will pick and prod at me until I tell them what's wrong with me. And then all they can say is, oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. And it's like, asshole, why even fucking ask me how I feel if that's the lame-ass excuse I'm going to get from you? Or, I'm sorry, lame-ass answer I'm going to get from you. I already feel like shit. I don't need you to come in, make me rip the fucking Band-Aid off, talk about it, get mad again, and then just say, oh, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know what? I'm sorry you feel that way after I get done shoving my foot up your ass. I mean, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with people? When I was growing up, we were always told, mind your damn business. If you don't, you're going to get your ass beat. Simple, easy rules to live by in life, right? So to me, it's just simple. I leave people the fuck alone. If somebody wants to come talk to me, get something off the chest or vent, I'm always there to listen. But I just don't understand why people do that shit sometimes. Because they want to know your business. It's like they can't stand themselves. They've got to know your business. Get all up in there, balls deep in their shit. But then at the end of the day, then I'll do a fucking thing to help, contribute, or solve that problem. So it's like, why did I bother wasting my breath telling you something that you're going to do jack shit all to help with? And just why? So you can feel better than me? So you can realize I had a shittier day than you? Or I got shit going on in my life that's worse than you do? Just so you can fucking perk yourself up, you piece of crap? As you can tell, I'm not a people person. I just get tired of it. I get tired of dealing with people. Like, honestly, if a damn meteorite flew down right now and blew this fucking rock up, I probably wouldn't shed a damn tear. Just because it feels like a joke. Sometimes I understand why God flooded the earth. It's because we suck. Collectively. Humanity is a bunch of whiny, little pessimistic twats, in my personal opinion. I get up, I get on with it. That's what I do. Because ain't nobody ever picked my ass back up. So if you go around thinking that the people that you have in your life, again, family, friends, significant others, whatever, if you think that you have people in your life that got you no matter what, then think again. Because I'm going to tell you that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And then also, when shit hits the fan, you're probably going to be the only one standing there covered in shit. Because everybody else is going to bail on you. Now, you'll notice that people will come back to you time after time when they need something from you. Whether that be help, shoulder to cry on, somewhere to be, whatever. People will come to you, but the second you need other people, that's when they go ghost. You know, they disappear. So I'm just a little angry about it. I feel very alone sometimes. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I guess that's why I'm reaching out to see if there's anybody out there who feels the same way that I do. Because I don't run into many people who seem to look at things through the same lens that I do. And, yeah, they think that I'm a wackadoodle, but whatever, man. I am what I am. So anyways, guys, I know that this is a stupid rant. It probably didn't go nowhere, but you know what? At least we're making progress, man. We're doing videos, and that's the important part. We're touching on some subjects. I just, more than anything, want to get you guys thinking and, you know, start a conversation because, man, I don't have many these days. So if you feel what I'm saying, let me know. If not, well, hell, still let me know, I guess. Whatever. It's cool. You know, give it a follow if you like what I'm doing here, and let's take this ride together. But anyways, guys, I do appreciate your time. Thank you for checking me out. If you're back from the first video, thank you for checking me out again. I will continue to work on this and fine-tune this. I'm not going off any scripts. I'm just going to do it off the dome because, yeah, I ain't got time to sit there and write all that shit out. Being a full-time YouTuber, it just ain't for me. Unless something pops off, then maybe I'll consider it. But either way, I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful afternoon. I'm going to get off here and finish driving down. And I will see you guys on the next one. Also, P.S., if you got any topics you want to hear, shoot me a note. Let me know. We'll talk about it. Have a good day, guys. Bye.